Denmark's Queen Margrethe has spoken out about the war in Ukraine and announced the royal family is making a large donation for those affected by the conflict. There is war in Europe again, the monarch, who was born during the Second World War, said in a statement posted on the Danish royal family's official website earlier this week. It makes me immensely sad to witness what is now happening in Ukraine, Margrethe continued. The progress and the hope that flourished in Europe after the fall of the Berlin Wall now crumbles before our eyes. The release announced Margrethe and Prince Henrik's foundation, along with the board of Crown Prince Fredrick and Crown Princess Mary's foundation, would donate 1 million Danish krone, about $190,000, to those affected by the war in Ukraine. The money will go to victims through organizations including Amnesty International, CARE, Doctors Without Borders/Médecins Sans Frontieres, Save the Children, the Red Cross, the United Nations Refugee Agency and UNICEF, among others. Daily, we see pictures of the war's destruction and injustice, the 81-year-old continued. Lamentable pictures of children and women who must say farewell to their fathers, brothers and husbands, who fight for Ukraine as soldiers, but also heroic pictures of strong Ukrainian youth, who fight for the freedom they have a right to, and which they defend with their lives just now. For us as Danes, the whole situation makes an indelible impression. We sympathize with the people of Ukraine and support all who provide relief and work to save lives. May this senseless war be brought to an end as soon as possible. During the Second World War, Denmark, along with much of continental Europe, was occupied by Nazi Germany. The Nazis invaded over just 6 hours in 1940 and remained in the country until the end of the war in 1945. Instead of going into exile, Margrethe's grandfather, King Christian X, opted to keep the Danish royal family in the country, and they became a symbol of resistance to the Nazis at the time. Christian X also helped send many of Denmark's Jewish citizens to Sweden so they could escape the Holocaust. Margrethe is not the only royal to speak out about Russia's invasion of Ukraine. Duchess Kate and Prince William visited the Ukrainian Cultural Center in London last week, where Disaster Emergency Committee volunteers were organizing relief for the country and for refugees who have fled the conflict. The Queen made a private donation to the fund last week. Kate has also subtly expressed support for Ukraine by wearing a badge with the country's flag. Earlier, the Cambridges recalled meeting Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky and his wife Alina in London in 2020. Prince Charles called the invasion of Ukraine brutal aggression in a speech on March 1st, and he and Duchess Camilla visited the Ukrainian Catholic Cathedral in London the next day. And Queen Letizia of Spain wore a Ukrainian blouse, known as a vyshyvanka, during an engagement on March 3rd.